2018 has been a very eventful year for me. Annyeonghaseyo 여러분. Hey, what's up guys? It's your girl Robyn coming at you. And here is my long-awaited 2018 recap. Literally, I was ready to do this recap in November, but I'm happy that I waited until December because, like, you know, some things happened in December too that was pretty chill and dope, and I'm just really excited to go over 2018 with you guys, not only as for my YouTube channel but also for my life personally, because I had a really good year this year. Like, shockingly, according to my horoscope or whatever, 2018 was supposed to be an year for me. I had a great year. Like, I had an amazing year this year, and we're gonna talk about it. So first off, we're gonna start off with like life and things that happen within the K-pop community. There's only one thing that I have on here that's related to the K-pop community, but stuff that happened with me related to K-pop or just things like trips and stuff like that. And we're gonna talk about that first, and then after we're gonna talk about my YouTube like milestones, I guess you'd say. And yeah, so let's get on with this recap. I'm excited, y'all. So 2018 did kind of start off a little bit bumpy with me. I was hanging out with the wrong friend group, mainly because I liked a boy and that was a bad idea. And at one point, one of my favorite members of 100%, if you guys remember, Sol Min-woo of 100% passed away due to cardiac arrest in like March or April. And I was already like in a like rough part of my life right then and there. So to have that on top of it was not like good, and I was just getting over Tonghyun. I honestly really wasn't. I was still like triggered by Tonghyun as well. So to hear that Minwoo had passed away, I literally went to my car and cried because I was at my friend's apartment, and I like left his apartment and I went to go to my car and cry while I was on Skype with Jay and Rose. So yeah, it kind of like it didn't start off too well. But luckily, I was already planning a trip for me to go in July. I went to New York in July. Can we talk about that for a minute? I really went to New York. I've always wanted to go to New York. My sister went to New York when I was like 10, and I was like, oh, I want to go, but I couldn't go because it was like while she was in choir at my high school, and that was like their trip or whatever, and so I couldn't go. But I planned, like, after KCON LA 2017, I was like, I'm going to KCON New York next year. I'm going to New York. I'm gonna go see my friend Rose because I already met Jay. I'm gonna go to Rose and we're gonna go to KCON New York together. And it actually happened. But before that, Roseanne, I remember I was on my way to Stats one day and I was in the bus and Roseanne texted me like, hey, you want to go to Eric Nam? And I was like, when is it? She goes, the day after you get here. I'm like, because I already told her about like when everything is, like I booked my flight and everything by that point. And so, you know, I said, let's do it, fam. So I got to go to Eric Nam. Like, I got to see Eric Nam. I got to meet him. She got me the VVIP ticket. Bless up. Thanks, bros. And I got to meet Eric Nam. I got a picture with him. You know, I kind of look crusty as fuck because like I'm kind of jet lagged in a way, even though it's only an hour difference between here and New York. But I was like low-key kind of jet lagged and really tired and just bleh. Because New York can take a lot out of you if you're from Texas. There's that. But also the fact that was my first time ever experiencing Pit at a concert. So I was just like, and it actually wasn't that bad. I thought I'd get pushed a lot. No, it wasn't that bad. Eric was amazing. I had a nice little conversation with him about how I was on ASCA after show like 4 years ago, and he was like, oh really, so nice to finally see you in person. Me, I wanted to throw everything.
I don't know if you remember me, but I was on AFC after show.
Oh really? Yeah. Oh my gosh, good to see you in person.
And then not too long after that, I went to KCON New York, and that was the most insane experience ever. I have to say the two KCONs here in the States are completely different when it comes to like certain things. Like KCON LA is more focused on like the idol base, whereas with KCON New York, I feel like it's more focused on like making friends. Like these are people that you'll be like, hey, what's your Twitter? And you'll follow each other on Twitter and stuff like that. And it's just like you make friends at KCON New York. I feel like that's something, and I feel like it's more lit. Sorry, LA. I feel like KCON New York gets a little bit more lit when it comes to certain songs. Like when Stray Kids and NCT came out, everyone was like losing the crap. Especially when Shine by Pentagon came on, I was like, well dang. So what all did I do at KCON New York? I really just ran around with my friends, your sweet guys, Alana and Peggy. It was really fun to hang out with them. I also hung out with Kevin and Umu from React to the K. PD from Form of Therapy, Nathan from Internet's Nathan. Like I hung out with all of them. I made so many friends at that point too, because me, PD, and Nathan never really talked. So that was like the first time we talked and everything, and it was really cool to be like with them and like chill with them. I got to high five 101. 101 was the only group that went to KCON New York that I was like really interested in getting like high touch with. And whenever I got that Stray Kids high touch, I was like, okay, someone who loves Stray Kids needs this. Like, I don't need this. I don't know Stray Kids that well. So I will trade someone for 101. And it happened. I traded someone for 101. I got 101 high touch. I embarrassed the shit out of myself in front of Hong Min Hyun, my fourth ultimate bias. I tripped up the stairs and he laughed at me. Amazing experience. I almost said fuck in front of Sung-woo. There's a whole story time about my high touch with the 101 and how I literally almost died and how I wanted to punch Danny in the face. Yeah, it was the most insane high touch experience of my life, and the fact that I got to do it, I was like, yes. The concert itself was really amazing and just like wow. And I had nosebleeds, so you know I wasn't anywhere near the stage, but I had fun up in those nosebleeds. I was like, hey, especially when 101 came out. But I'm still kind of triggered on how they still didn't perform Boomerang, because Boomerang's my favorite song by 101, and they didn't perform that at KCON, even though they were playing it at KCON so many damn times. Me. But after KCON, you know, I had an extra few days in New York. I went to Times Square. Low-key didn't really stay in Times Square though. We went to the Lion store and then we went to Koreatown. I was just like, okay, this is Times Square, cool. Let's go to Koreatown. Like literally, I had Korean fried chicken for the first time. It is the most amazing thing I've ever had in my life. I will literally go back to New York just to have Korean fried chicken again. That was so good, guys. Like, it was so good. Like, Roseanne, thanks for hooking me up. I went to Innisfree. I went to Nature Republic. It was really nice. I got like a chin standee and like oil wipes from Nature Republic, and then I got setting powder from Innisfree because Roseanne needed like an extra $5 to get like a free face mask or whatever, and she hooked me up with that. And yeah, it was really cool being in New York. Like that's something I never thought like I would actually get to do, and the fact that I did it and I survived on like $200 because guys, I literally went with like $300 in my bank account. How I survived is a good question, but I did. But I don't think everything that happened at New York and at KCON would have prepared me for what was coming in July, which was GOT7 Eyes on You in Houston tour. If you guys don't know, I'm still low-key kind of triggered by this tour because of what happened. So I went to GOT7 Eyes on You in Houston. Amazing experience concert-wise, not an amazing experience when it comes to lining up and getting where I was, but I ended up being second row from barrier. What's good? I got pushed up to barrier by the time the boys came out. This is my life. This is how it works. GOT7 pit was the most insane pit I've ever been in my life, and I was in 101 pit for a high touch, and I got pushed the hell out of me. I also had a girl put her camera lens on my head, and I got her escorted out because I cursed at her in Korean. So there's that. But the thing that has me the most shook and the most memorable thing from the concert is GOT7 recognizing me. Yeah, GOT7 recognized me at their concert. All of the boys but Bam Bam recognized me. May I put that as a fact? All of the boys but Bam Bam recognized me. Jackson was the first one that was like, hey, I know you! And then I feel like he told them backstage that I was there, because then after he did that, that's when all the other members were like, oh, it's you! Oh, it's you! Literally. So I feel like Jackson told them that I was there. And I remember Jackson, like, during, like, You Can Go Out or Dreamin', he, like, freaked out for me and then pointed at Youngjae. I literally think he was trying to remember who my bias was. And like during like look remix, he pointed at Yukyung, and I still didn't know he was looking at me until he went and got Jinyoung, because I had my little Jinyoung doll with me, like the one from Dream Night. And so when he went and got Jinyoung, that's when it all clicked, like, oh shit, that's for me. That was because of me. And I was like, that's cool. So Jackson made it obvious that he knew who I was. Jinyoung was like, and did like the I'm cute Yukyung, as Desi would say, kind of look when he saw me. And then Young Jae comes over and like waved at me like a whole 2-year-old, and like he saw an old friend. He was like, oh. It was the cutest thing in the whole world. And then also during like look remix, JB and Yukyung looked at me and they saw me and they were like, hey, or like JB did a double take when he saw me. He was like, it was so funny. And I think the most memorable part of this whole thing, even though Jackson literally brought Jinyoung over to me, and Jinyoung was like, to me, the one that has me the most shook is Mark Twan. Mark was all the way on the other side walking towards me, and he sees me. He spots me like 4 feet away from me, and he walks right over to me. He goes, and literally put it into my life at that moment in time. Like, he was like, I know you. And I was like, oh, what's good? Luckily, I point back to all of them. I found videos of me pointing back to all of them. Bless. Because I thought I didn't do anything, and I was like, oh god, I'm gonna have to redeem myself with all of God 7 at that point. But now, that makes me even more scared for the next time they come to America, and if they do high touch, and if I get high touch, because my worst fear now is like getting recognized at a concert and them calling me out. Like during the concert or like during high touch or whatever, then be like, Robyn! And me be like, oh shoot, you know who my name now. It's like, oh shoot, you know my name now. I was just fine with you knowing, like just saying like, I know you, and not saying my name. If they say that, I'm literally like, the next time they say that, they go, I know you, I'm gonna be like, I know you too. And then I'll be like, wait, how you know me? If they say YouTube, I'm running away. I'm climbing over the barrier and I'm running away. Be like, I need to get out of here. The security guards. So, fast forward a couple of months because nothing really happened because I was still shook by freaking God 7. So, fast forward to my birthday, November 28th. I wake up to see that BM of Card has put me on his Instagram story. I'd probably look like a newbie. That was the most insane thing to wake up to on my birthday. Like literally it was like 5 in the morning and I woke up and I went to Instagram and I went to his story. My reaction to his solo music video was on his story. I didn't sign up for this. Also on my birthday, I received my signed Present You albums and I have an unboxing of this. And I ended up getting Wange Pake. I have Pake. Destiny has Wange because I told her I was gonna give her one of the albums. And when I opened the album and I saw that I got part Jin Young, I literally lost my shit because I was like, I never get anything Jin Young, especially when it comes to a random member sign. I never get Jin Young. And then I had this thought of, what if they saw my username or saw my picture or whatever, saw me, and was like, we need to give her Jin Young. It was insane, like literally insane. And then lastly, as for events and stuff that has happened with me in my life, and the most recent one is Teen Top Night USA in Houston. Take me now, Jesus. That was the most amazing slash cringy experience of my entire life. It's the second time I got to meet my boys. If you guys don't know, Teen Top are my ultimate bias group, even though behind me it doesn't really look like it. I don't even know. Okay, yeah, I do have a Teen Top poster right there and right there. Okay, I was like, do I even have a Teen Top poster behind me? I do. But yeah, so I got to meet the boys again. But I had more interaction with them this time than I did back in 2016. In 2016, I really didn't say shit. I just told Chunji saranghaeyo and I told the rest of the members 감사합니다 when I was high-fiving them, and that was it. Whereas with this one, honey, it was a day filled of fan service and Robyn getting pointed at by Neil and Ricky, Chunji looking at me and being, huh, she's on a whole nother level, Changjo being like, oh shit, and me with my failed attempt of Korean apparently because I was too shook by my bias, my Korean attempt to speaking to Chunji. I'm still so embarrassed of what I said. If you guys want to know exactly what happened with me and Teen Top, I will put my experience video up in the corner up here, so be sure to go check it out. But I will give like a brief description of what happened. I went to fan sign, I talked to the members, low-key kind of didn't. I talked to Neil about Allura, that was it. And then Chunji like saw that I spoke Korean, it was like, get the fuck out of here.
안녕하세요. 로빈. 감사합니다. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. 로빈.
네.
Thank you, 로빈.
감사합니다. 안녕하세요. 그 로라 아시죠?
알죠?
나 친구예요. 안녕하세요.
It's good.
감사합니다. 안녕하세요.
감사합니다.
감사합니다.
And then high touch and photo op went like this. I got to be behind Chunji. Bless up, fam. And then snapshot, I went to Chunji's line first. I may or may not have fucked up Korean because I was too nervous and I used casual Korean instead of formal Korean with him. And if you guys don't know, that's kind of not a good thing to do. But you know, I'm an American. I'm learning Korean in order to speak to the boy. So at least I tried. And every once in a while he found it cute. And me, I don't think he found it cute though. But I just asked him, "Pa 먹었어?" which means have you eaten? And he goes, "Oh, 먹었어." And then he laughed at me. And then 3 seconds goes by. And then I go, "나 먹었어," meaning I haven't eaten. And he tells me, "먹어, eat." I giggled. And then he told me, "타도 먹어, eat after." And I said, 알겠습니다, which is very formal. Very differential compared to what I said earlier. He laughed at me again. And then another long silence comes between us because they're having trouble with the Polaroid camera. He then asked me what number pose we wanted to do, or I wanted to do. And he said 5, and I looked at him like he was stupid. I was like, what? I didn't say anything, but I looked at him like, what? And he was like, 5? Which is number 5 in Korean. And I said, oh, apparently Robyn doesn't know English either. I'm telling you, when I see my biases or I'm next to my biases or I have the opportunity to talk to my biases, I lose all language capabilities, whether it's English, Korean, Japanese, Chinese, French, whatever language I may know. I lose all capabilities of speaking it, so I literally was just like, at that moment I couldn't speak English. So I took a picture with Chunji, and then he said thank you in English, and then I told him 감사합니다, and I'm saying 감사합니다, he goes 밥 먹어요, which means be sure to eat. I was like, there. I grabbed my Polaroid and I ran to Changzhou because Changzhou was the furthest away from Chengdu, and yeah.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. 이거 누나 다 부셔야 될 것 같은데? 이렇게 깔아야 될 것 같은데?
You wanna do it? You do it. 다 먹었어? 다 먹었어?
먹었어.
나 안 먹었어.
아, 먹어. 가서 먹어.
알겠습니다.
아시죠? 5? 5번? 응. Thank you.
감사합니다. 네.
That was the most the embarrassing moment of my life right there. Was like literally asking Chunji if he ate in the most casual tone. Didn't realize that until 4 days after the freaking concert. So there's that. But the concert itself was amazing. Neil, if you're center stage, if you're center stage in the front, Neil makes it obvious that he can see you. Literally with me, he kept pointing at me. But then again, I have this thing where if I hype them up or if you're in front of me, I point at you no matter who the fuck you are. I don't care if you're my bias or if you're nowhere near. Like, I will point at you, and Neil saw that I was like that type of girl, and like I was also getting lit. They also saw I was like on a whole nother level because I was like bouncing around and shaking and everything. Sorry about my fan cam being shaky as hell, but they saw I was on a whole nother level and they were like, oh, this girl's lit, like, hey. And I knew every song because that angel life is real. And yeah, Neil made it obvious like he could see what I was doing. Ricky thought it was cute. Ricky kind of giggled. He was like, hey, she's cute. And I was like, what's good, Ricky? Changzhou was like, Chunji was like, I don't know her. Even though I had his photo card in the back of my phone case. And Cap was just like minding his own business as per usual. And when Oh Good came on for that encore, I wanted to die. But yeah, it was a very amazing experience seeing Teen Top again for the second time. It's very weird to see them as 5 now, considering the first time I saw them was as 6, obviously. And it was just very interesting, but they really had a lot of fun in Houston, which makes me happy. So that is all of the events that has happened within my life. So now we're gonna get on to YouTube and like all the YouTube milestones that I hit this year. So this year alone, I surpassed 3K subscribers, which is insane to think about. I'm actually almost to 4K. What? The fact that I'm just like, wow, this is really happening is shocking because like I never thought that I would get this far. Even though it's such a small number compared to other YouTubers, I just never thought I'd get this far. And the fact that a lot of you guys are here watching me and enjoy watching me being a complete dumbass in front of the camera makes me really happy. And the fact that some of us have the same reactions to things or just like have like the same similar experiences to things, it makes me really happy to share with you guys like my life and just like reactions and stuff like that. The next thing I have is that I had my first ever video surpass over 100,000 views, and that is my BTS Fake Love Billboard Music Awards reaction video. I didn't expect that reaction video to get so many views. I actually looked at the analytics the other day and Big Hit has seen that video and I'm like, oh no. Oh no. So to have that hit 100K is so insane. For my small channel to have a video hit 100K is amazing. It's what kind of sparked my YouTube channel a little bit, and I just want to say thank you guys for everyone who has watched that video, and I'm sorry to all of those who have watched that video and were just like, this girl's on a whole other level, because yes, it's true, I am. Another milestone is I surpassed 800 videos this year on this channel, which is insane to think about on how much I upload. Like, I've uploaded 800 videos within 5 years, and that's like a lot. And I know I can do more, it's just like my schedule's kind of hectic. But the fact that I hit over 800 videos this year is just like, wow, like I did that. And the last thing about this channel that is very insane to think about is I have surpassed over 900k total views on this YouTube channel. So I'm so close to 1 million. Actually, if I go to my analytics, it shows me that I have 1 million, but if you like go to like the actual like channel page, it only says 900. So I still think that is so insane, the fact that I'm so close or at 1 million views total on my YouTube channel, because that's a huge milestone, because that's 1 million people in a way watching my videos, and I'm just like, oh my god, like that's insane to think about. And I'm just so thankful. Like, I don't think I can thank you guys enough for this, and I'm really excited about next year to see what comes of next year. So yeah, 2018 was a very eventful year for me and for this YouTube channel, and I just want to say thank you guys for making a good majority of it happen. If it wasn't for you guys, I actually wouldn't have gone to KCON New York low-key, because I asked you guys if I should go and y'all were like, yes, go! So thank you guys for staying on my YouTube channel and watching my videos. Whether you are an old subscriber or a new subscriber, thank you so much. Next year's going to be a very eventful year for this YouTube channel. I'm going to have a lot of new things on the channel, which you will see in another video coming soon about all the videos I'm planning to upload next year on this YouTube channel. I'm really excited about a good majority of them, and I really look forward to your feedback from them. I'm kind of shying away from K-pop in a way, but not really though. I mean, how can I get away from this? Like, do you see my room? How can I get away from this? I'm really excited to show you guys my new content and things like that. And I'm literally about to cry, and I can't cry because I'm wearing makeup on. I'm about to go on a live stream in like 20 minutes or like 10 minutes at this point. Like, I can't cry. But thank you guys so much. You don't even realize how much you guys mean to me, and I love my number ones with all of my heart. So yeah guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any recaps from 2018, put it down in the comments below. And 2018 was an amazing year for me, and I'm really excited for what 2019 can hold. So I'll see you all in the next video, so be sure to like, subscribe, become a #1 today, be sure to follow me on social media. And like I said, I'll see you all in the next video. 안녕!